What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, I've been having a really bad day. But we have some, I guess I'd call it good news about Warframe. We've got another weekly update from the creative director on what's going on with the Veilbreaker stuff. We'll be going over that today. I'll be reading it verbatim with a little bit of gameplay over it as well. And yeah, sorry if I sound a little bit down today, guys. Just kind of had a little bit of a rough one. If you want to check out the live stream channel, I will be probably not live today, but I will be live tomorrow with some Warframe and maybe some like throwback games as well, just to see what we got. All right, so let's get some Steel Path gameplay up here. We got Kuva Survival, Steel Path, Requiem Fissure, and that sure is a mouthful, but that's what it is. And as far as the developer post, we got one from Rebecca. And this is going to be going over Hot Topics Week 2 from Veilbreaker. Now, as far as what they're going over today, there was actually a post similar to this last week. It was Veilbreaker post part 1. And they talked about AoE ammo changes, Wukong nerfs, and then I think there was like one or two other things. So the stuff this week, they're not talking about AoE nerfs or Wukong changes, so I'm guessing they already have moved past that. Not entirely sure, but yeah, it's definitely different now, what they're talking about. So take that for what you will if they're done listening to your Wukong feedback. I'm going to read it verbatim here, okay? It's been a week since our last Friday update post. I'm guessing we're going to get Friday update posts from now on. And we wanted to shed some light on where the development team is at. At this point, Tenno have had the chance to take down both the Boreal and Amar Archons, and may have even completed Call's first weekly Break Narmer mission to reach encampment in his garrison. As this content continues to roll out over the next few weeks, we'll be looking for ways to improve the player experience, and we already have a few concrete actions which we'll be taking. Okay, so Call's mission is going to be getting some quality of life changes. The first one, I'm still holding out. Like, I really hope the second one isn't as boring and not Warframe as that first one. I mean, it's still not going to be Warframe. Like, right, you're running as Call, but hopefully it's like more combat focused at least. Let's see what they're doing to the Call missions here. By the way, Necros is awesome. I want a new Necros Tenogen skin. Call's bonus challenges are getting some quality of life improvements. Firstly, we're working to ensure that progress in these challenges will be cumulative. Okay, already a really good change there. The way that it worked, it's like if you had to find the 4 K-Drive parts or whatever, you have to go find all 4 K-Drive parts in one run. They're going to make it where if you find 2 K-Drive parts in the first run and you're like, oh man, I don't want to go find the rest of those K-Drive parts, you can do a second run and it will just like, you'll find 2 random K-Drive parts wherever, and that will be the cumulative 4 K-Drive parts. So that's already a good change. Doesn't change the fact I don't like the content in the first place, but yeah, let's just keep reading here. So partially completing it, blah, blah, blah. Additionally, we've already improved the visibility of Chipper's toolbox and added a sound to the K-Drive parts as a result of player feedback. Another week brings another mission to take on with Call. Veils need breaking, and we'll be watching to prepare tweaks and improvements in incoming hotfixes. So here's the thing. This post was made on Friday night at 4:42 p.m. Call's mission resets on Sunday nights. Or at least that's what it looks like. I'm going to go to the Drifters camp and take a look at this real quick. It seems like the Call missions reset on Sunday nights. Are we going to be getting, like... First off, why? Why are there different resets, first off? Because the Archon fights reset on Wednesdays. If the Call mission resets on Sundays, like, why are we doing that? Can we just have them on the same day? Like, what's the reason to, like, just, like, drag them out? So we're going to go over to Call. Today is currently, it's like Saturday night right now. So yeah, Call's mission will reset in 23 hours, 46 minutes. So it's at the same time Nightwave resets that. So I'm just wondering, like, we'll definitely get another Call mission tomorrow. Oh boy, I can't wait to make a guide on that one. But like seriously, like why is it a different time as the Archon resets? I think they should maybe change that. All right, moving on past this. So they will be making more tweaks to Call missions in the future. Hopefully the next one's not collectible-a-thon. I really hope it's just like combat focused. Seriously, we've kept in the next paragraph here. We've kept a close look on Archon hunts and still have plans to iterate these fights based on community feedback. Nira is on deck next week, so the Snake Archon will be next week. we'll be keeping an eye out to see how the final Archon fight fares. We've had some experimental changes we're testing out related to damage attunation, but don't want to rush it out the door too early. We want to make sure that we have stats for each fight and how each can apply rules holistically. We still share the stats in our we will share the stats in our upcoming dev stream, which of the 3 Archons had the most success rate, etc. And we'll provide deeper explanations of the challenges in using damage attunation versus having single-digit second boss fights. Well, it literally is like that right now at the Who the Heck, but okay. It will be an open discussion, and we will invite you to join us when we announce the next dev stream. So next dev stream, they're going to talk about damage attunation on the Archons. I'm guessing they're going to change it where it will be less annoying. Hopefully less. Maybe they'll make it more annoying. How about that, guys? They'll make it where it takes 2 shots from the Heck to kill him, and it will take triple as many Fenmore bullets. That's what we want, right? We want to be more tanky. Or not even tanky, but like let's crank that damage attunation up. I want the fight to take like 3 hours, yeah, for 1 Archon shard that's not going to even be Tau Forged because I have the worst luck ever for Tau Forged. So yeah, as far as things, they are definitely changing from these, and we're not done reading it, by the way. There's like paragraph with the Styanax nerfs. We'll finish it at the end, actually. The final topic right here is going to be recent changes to Styanax. You're gonna love this one. We made a couple of changes to his final stand ability. One, to avoid him casting in the air indefinitely, and another to make the ability non-interruptible. We had no intentions to remove the fun after his launch, and these were truly unintentional mechanics that required fixing. It's on us that it wasn't changed before launch. Oh man, if I had $1 for every time that I could have said that, right? Oh, it wasn't. You mean like the Slatra passive? The weapon you can only get with plat and money until like this week where you could get it from Call's Garrison? If you spend your stock? Oh, you mean like that thing that wasn't fixed before launch and still isn't fixed after launch? You know, like that weapon I went to level 10,000 with just to find out the passive was bugged? Oh, you mean that thing? Oh, yeah, you know. Final stand, too, yeah. Okay. They didn't want to ruin the fun, but it's on us before we did, not changing it. We also made a couple key fixes to using Rally Cry. So they're trying to show you, like, oh, yeah, we nerfed his 4, but we fixed his 3. Styanax buffs apply. So guys, they are not, this right here, they are not changing Styanax back. That right there, they're just explaining why they did it. And they're saying, we're sorry. Yeah, we should have had that fixed before launch, but we didn't. So, you know, throwing that javelin in his 1. Styanax is actually scientifically unable to throw a javelin in his 4. You know, he can throw 107 normal javelins, but that special javelin, no, he can't do that. So I hope you understand that's why it's not going to work. It's a special javelin, and Styanax is stupid. He's too stupid to throw a specific javelin in his javelin barrage. Next week, we have a Archon Nira for the Breaking Armor mission, blah, 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 and all that stuff doesn't matter. Okay, so as far as things that are actually changing from this post right here, Call's missions will have cumulative progress between the little collectible crap challenges. So if you go in there and you find, you break 3 Narmer Veils and you're like, I just don't even want to do this anymore, I'm going to go do this later, you can go get the rest of the Narmer Veils later in whatever you feel like, before the reset happens. They're also going to be making it where, for Archon hunts, there is going to be some changes to damage attunation. We don't know what it is. They're going to definitely make it easier if you ask me. And that will be on the dev stream level. So that's not going to be anytime soon. Whenever the dev stream is, if we have a September dev stream, I'm guessing it'll be like the 28th or something. The Nira Archon fight will be on Wednesday. What day is that going to be of the month? Next Wednesday is going to be the 21st. So here's what they could do. They could do a dev stream the week after this week. So the 28th, that would be, we'd probably be, unless there's like some hidden 4th Archon, right? Like if you've been paying attention to like the lore and the story, maybe there's a 4th Archon. But if not, that would be like right after Boreal comes back for the first time. We're staying on that 3-week cadence. That would be the 2nd blue shard, unless you had your sortie glitch out. And that would be your 3rd blue shard if you were lucky and had your sortie glitch out. So as far as things I really think that should happen with the Archon system, I definitely think there should be a way to work towards Tau shards. I'm talking like 3 or 4 normal shards fused into 1 Tau shard, et cetera, et cetera. Because me, as an unlucky Tau shard person, I'm just really hoping I get like 1 yellow 1 Tau shard next week, because there's no way to work towards it. And I just don't want ribbons all over again, where it's like, Man, this would have been a god roll if only it didn't have minus multi-shot, right? Like, why is minus multi-shot allowed? Like, there should be a way we can work towards having a god roll Riven in this game. And maybe make it untradeable. Dude, Archon shards aren't even tradable, right? Like, what's the purpose? Is it just like to waste our time? I think it is just to waste our time. It's like, it's just such a bad feeling. You pull the lever once per week. It will be twice per week once we get access to Call's max level garrison. But it's like, bro, I did it. I played your game for like a half hour this week. I got one crappy shard. I feel like crap. You know, like that Tau shard. I know it's worse than the actual Tau version. I got the normal version. You know, it's still going to give me like 10% power strength, but the fact that I know it could have been better is what ruins it for me, and the fact that I have no way to work towards it at all. Yeah, just pull your weekly lever per week, you know? Like, there's no way to get additional pulls. You being MR32 with 100k plat and God Roll Rivens, that doesn't matter. No. All that matters is doing it once per week. And then Call mission sneaking, which we don't even know if that will be a Tau shard potential from Call. So, yeah, I hope that they change that. I'd like some stuff to work towards in this game. It definitely doesn't feel like, it's never felt like working towards anything. You get your gear, it's one and done, you know, like it's fun to tinker with builds, but as far as Rivens, no, there's no working towards anything. Unless you get a bunch of plat and buy it, I guess, from someone that did get lucky, it's going to be Rivens all over again. A little bit less like Rivens, but also kind of almost just as bad, because I mean, it's like, what, a 1 in 5 chance you get lucky? 4 in 5 chance you don't get lucky and just wasted your weekly reset. So, hey guys, let me know how you thought this video down in the comments down below. The announcement from Rebecca as well. I'm probably not going to be live today. I've got some more videos to make after this because I had a kind of rough situation earlier I had to deal with. But yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Really means a lot, and I'll see you next time. Peace.